Hi, this is Erin from Blossy Bee. Welcome to my channel. The plan for this video is to make a custom jar for the ashes of my dear friend's beloved dog, Zirra. And I'm also going to celebrate the life of Zirra and share this sassy little poodle's legacy. Zirra belonged to my very dear friend, and the first time I saw a photo of her, I felt like I was looking at a real life teddy bear. Here she is at her home. This is how I saw Zirra a lot. We would come after work. I'd drop my friend home. We'd always go in and say hello to Zirra. And here she is with her big sister, really pulling way above her weight. And here she is, going a little bit, cray-cray on the bed. You know how they do it. And look at this face. So after Zirra died, I know my friends just so struggled with the absence of her in her life. And although she did live a really long and good life, it's never long enough, is it? It's never enough. And so I wanted to make my friend a little memorial jar that she could place Zirra's ashes in and keep her at home with her. My friend is very fussy about her aesthetic, which of course she should be. And so what I decided to do was I made a whole range of jars, as you can see on the screen here. And I'll link that video below if you're interested. And I made them in black and white because I knew she would not want that colour scheme. And I didn't want her to be able to say, oh yes, that one will do, because it wouldn't do, not for Zirra. Zirra was very special. And so she chose the shape, and she's also chosen to have it made in a sort of a cream colour. And I'm using the Just Resin arc, and that is an acrylic composite eco resin, and I'll link the details below to that. So I knew that I had to stay simple, stay stylish, and give my friend what she wanted. I had all these other ideas racing through my head. I could laser engrave Zirra's image on the side, or I could make it all beautiful and floral and pretty and all of these things. But at the end of the day, this is a piece of a memory that's going to sit in my friend's home for a very long time. So I did listen. And mostly I just wanted to make something she would be really happy with. So I'm using the Arc Liquid Pigment in Walnut to give it that off-white cream colour. And the mould that I'm using it's sometimes called like a little honey pot shaped mould. And it does have a lid with a cute little ball on the top. And just for safety's sake, I decided to pour 2 lids as well, just so that I knew I would have hopefully one that had fitted, and no issues with that. So I'm just giving it a little tap to try and release any air bubbles. And with a little bit of the product I've got left over, I'm going to pour this cute little bird mould. I have a little idea in my head of making another little piece to go with this. So that's what I'm doing here. So it's just going to be set to the side for about an hour, and then I'll come back and we are ready to demould. And I remember being very nervous at this point because I do want this to be a lovely piece of home decor as well as the memorial pot. And so this is the first lid, and I'm reasonably happy with this one. I'll have a look at the second lid, and like most eco casting powders, if you have any little overspill at all, you can just gently brush that off with your fingers. On the lids where you can see the little bit of a grey colour, that is just residue from the last time I used this mould, which was when I poured the original examples for my friend, and it just brushed off. It's interesting though, I did wash them and I thought very thoroughly, but sometimes you can still get a little bit of pigment, especially if it's an intense pigment like the black, it can still show through. And so here we go with the jar, and I'm so happy with it. It is perfect. It's the right colour. It's bubble free. It looks great. And in the end, both of the lids fitted fairly well. I knew that I was going to pop Zirra's ashes in here and then seal the lid up. So the lid just needed to be able to sit in nicely, and then I was going to adhere it. And here's the little bird, and I think this looked so sweet, and I'm very happy with how this came out. It's special because it was poured at the same time with the same material, and I think it's going to be just a lovely little thing. I wasn't sure whether my friend would keep this with the pot or whether she would have another plan for it. But what I decided to do is use these little nail decals. These are a blue and white pattern, and my friend loves that aesthetic. You know how you see those beautiful old-fashioned pieces of crockery and dinnerware which have the blue and white floral, sometimes they're little animals, images, things like that. So I thought I'd decorate it in this fashion, and so I just go ahead and choose all the little pieces and pop them on. If any of the little decals are hanging over the edge of the bird, I'm just going to use a sharp blade to trim them off back exactly where they need to be. And this ended up just looking very much like something my friend would have in her home with that blue and white aesthetic. And here is the completed little bird, and it looks very sweet. To finish off everything, I got a little disc, and I engraved it with Zirra's name and a paw print and a heart, and I used some twine, wrapped it around and secured that, and then I was able to take Zirra's ashes and pop them in, seal them up, and then give it to my friend. She sent me this photo to share that shows where Zirra is with her little bird friend, and I'm very happy that I could do this for her. So, in loving memory of Zirra.